And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. We've got Diamond Dynasty Baseball tonight. It's the Washington Nationals taking on Trenton. First pitch coming at you right after the break. And towing the slab here, J.R. Richard. How about a scouting report on him?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Dalen Lyle, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. And that's inside. The inside edge. And that's ball two. Next offering is fouled back. Here's a 2-2. In the air, right field. Judge on his way over. One up, one down. Jacob Young digging in for the Nationals.
Jacob Young.
Aye. Bunting for a hit. Fires over to Guerrero. They handle the bunt and get the out. Two down, base is empty. Next to hit for the Nats, James Wood. Just missed. That clips the corner. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Good job to fight that one off. Two down, nobody on. Gets a piece and stays alive. The 1-2. Crushed left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. He'll touch them all. The Nationals strike first. It's 1-0.
That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Here's C.J. Abrams now. Aye. Right side, hard hit. And that is that. We go to the bottom of the first, and on the mound for Washington in this one, Cade Cavalli. What should we keep an eye on here?
He may not dominate, but he always keeps the club in the game. If you can score runs, you have a really good chance to win with him on the mound today.
Leading off, Ellie De La Cruz. Chris, he's currently the team leader in OPS.
Ellie De La Cruz.
Just missed with that good fastball inside, but it plants a seed in the hitter's mind. He's got to be ready for that pitch, which will open up the outside part of the plate.
That's in. Ball two.
And a seed into center. That's a base hit. And the tying run is on base.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
Mike Trout in the box here lets that one go for a ball.
Runner, yes, yes.
Runner on the go. That one fouled off. And that drops in for a strike. This one smoked on its way out of here. A two-run blast. And it gives them the lead in the first. It's 2-1.
Power versus power right there, like two locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
Juan Soto now. In the air, left field. Wood giving chase. Flashes the leather on the run and catch. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. In the air to left center. Wood on the move to the gap. Two-way down.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Ian Happ stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. Swings through that one for strike two. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. On now to the top half of inning number 2. Stepping in, Dylan Cruz. Out towards right center field. Judge should have this one. And there's one down. And now it's Luis Garcia.
That's a ball.
In the air, left field, down the line. That one is foul, and he'll see another. 1-2 now. On the ground, Guerrero. He'll do it himself. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second. Brady House digging in for the Nationals. That's in there, and that's strike 1. Fought off foul.
Nope.
Really good
Ball
take,
1.
especially with 2 strikes.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. Trout on the move. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. Bottom half of inning number 2. It's Aaron Judge now. Chris, he's their team leader when it comes to RBIs.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
And now he's falling behind Judge. Check swing, but he went too far. That's strike 2. Got him. And Judge is down on strikes.
Batting 7th.
Here's the second baseman, Ryan Dozier.
Dozier.
That one fouled hard the other way.
That's a ball. Ball 2.
And now 2-2. That's inside. And that one is lifted in the air. Takes it in for the out. Now here is Brandon Valenzuela. Here's something to watch, Singy. He's got the best OPS on the team. He can hurt you. And that's downstairs. And that is ball 1. This one smoked. Could be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. And he's in there standing up with a 2-out double.
He was all over that one. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
At the plate, Brooks Robinson. And a swing and a miss there. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Runner at second, 2 down. Bottom half of inning number 2. This one in the air, center field. Brings it in. And that is that. New inning getting started. Digging in, Nasim Nunez.
Nasim Nunez.
And that is out of play. Strike 2. Inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Ball, that's out.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And a swing and a miss. And 1 out now. Harry Ford digging in for the Nationals. Swing and a miss at a slider. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Up next for the Nationals.
Next for the Nationals is the DH, Dalen Lyle. Flied to right his first time. Slider clips the zone.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
That's a ball.
He's really
that
tightening
brings it
up
out.
his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Struck him out without a swing. The big righty strikes out the side. As we go to the last of the 3rd. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Ellie De La Cruz.
Ball 1.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Wood settles underneath it, and there's 1 down. Here's Mike Trout.
Hit an absolute tape measure shot last time up.
There's a swing and a drive. That one carrying. Gone! ball was crushed. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they tack one on the board. It's 3-1.
Well, Boog, when you've got power like he does, hitting 2 home runs in the same game feels very doable. Dialed in and making the most of every swing out there.
One down. Here's the left fielder, Juan Soto. Check swing called strike. That's strike 1. Soto getting the start in left. 27 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
House. Throw to first in time.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Jr.
Hard hit, but right at him in left. Start of the 4th. Here's the center fielder, Jacob Young.
Jacob Young.
Richard back to work. On the ground to the left. And foul ball. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
No. Inside.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along. James Wood digging in for the Nationals. 1 for 1 so far today with a solo homer in his first at bat.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
The 1-2. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Up next for the Nationals.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's C.J. Abrams to hit. Grounded out his first time up. This to third. Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit.
Up next for the Nationals.
Just a good job putting the ball in play and then busting down the first base line. Beat the throw pretty easily.
Now Dylan Cruz.
Too high. Ball.
That clips the corner.
Nope.
Out towards right center field. Touches down. That's a hit. Headed for the plate. To second, but way too late. Safe there. And now they trail by 1.
Back-to-back base hits. That was exactly what you're looking to do with the pitch away, especially in that situation. Drive it into the opposite field gap. He got himself 2 bags on a great swing of the bat.
Richard checks the runner, and he's back in safely. Next to hit, Luis Garcia.
Ball 1.
Swing and a miss, and the count 1-1.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Ball 2.
Tying run in scoring position. Top half of inning number 4. He's trying for third. Swing and a miss. Throw to third. Out. And that will end the inning. Bottom 4, Ian Happ up to hit.
Hitter, Ian
Check swing, and he went. Strike one. Foul ball there. This one trailed right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. They'll circle the bases and they add to their lead. It's 4-2.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Here's Judge now. Struck out looking his first time.
That's outside.
Well, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
Next offering is fouled back. Outside low, and the count is 3-1.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence low.
This one's into the outfield. Could be extra bases. Around first, heading for two. And Aaron Judge cruising into second. He's got a double.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
And now Ryan Dozier. To third. House tosses to first. One out in the bottom of the fourth.
Now batting for the
So now
Boomers.
with one away and a man at second, the switch hitting catcher will come up to hit. Brandon Valenzuela doubled in his first AB. Yeah, that's fouled off. The 0-1. This one in the air, center field. Young moving back for this one. He makes the grab. Runner tags at second. And he's up to third safely with two gone. So up next,
Now
Brooks
batting for
Robinson.
Trenton.
Flied to
Third
center his
baseman.
first time.
Brooks Robinson.
And a base hit knocks in a run.
Waste no time there. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Back to the top of the lineup. Now it's the shortstop, Ellie
Ball
De La
one.
Cruz.
Hey!
In the air to left center. Wood on the move to the alley. And that'll do it. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run homer. It's 5-2. We go to the top of the fifth, and here's the first baseman, Luis Garcia.
You know, these Nationals just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group. And on the mound, you know, confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
The 1-2.
That's ball two.
On the ground to third. Robinson throws to first in time. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the fifth. Now at the plate, Brady House. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. That one's in there. 0-1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Got him. 2 gone.
Up next for Washington, second
2 down,
baseman,
base is empty.
Nunez.
Nasim Nunez digging in for the Nationals. Struck out swinging his first time. Infield comes in now. Right through there for a strike.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch
Struck him out swinging. Picks up strikeout number 7. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th, and taking over on the mound, Paxton Schultz.
pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Just missed.
Well, these guys, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that's
way inside.
Ball.
Lifted to left center, way back there, and that is gone. Another homer. That's his 3rd home run of the game. And they add to the lead. It's 6-2.
He's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and he's just so locked in with this swing, and he's just not missing right now. 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching him pull it off as well.
Here's Juan Soto.
That's inside.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. Last half of inning number 5. Missed with a changeup, and that's ball 2.
Got to be real careful here. 2-0. He's hunting for his pitch.
That one's sizzling on its way through to the outfield. And a man aboard.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. We've all seen the defensive shift make a big difference in defending against pull hitters, but it's not foolproof. He pulled it as expected, but he found a hole that time.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. And there's a foul ball. Fouled off left side. Soto on at first. Nobody out. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Next to hit, Ian Happ. He's already homered here in this one.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it. Still try to get that ground ball double play.
And that one is downstairs. And it's a ball and a strike. Late with the swing there. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Now quick throw to first.
No, he's
Soto
safe.
back on a dive. This one in the air center field. Young under it. And there's 2 down. Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. 1 for 2.
Aaron Judge.
Hey!
In for a strike, and the count is 0-2.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Here comes an 0-2 to Judge.
That's a ball.
Way outside, straight to the backstop. And now a man into scoring position.
Heads up base running right there.
Man on second, 2 down. That one
Yep,
outside.
that ball went out.
And now 3-2. And foul ball. Payoff pitch. Hard hit left side. 3rd out. Top 6, and it's the catcher for the Nationals, Harry Ford. Ground ball right side. Dozier slings to first. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Up next,
Next to hit for the Nats, Dalen Lyle.
Dalen Lyle.
And that one fouled off. The Nationals down by 4, and we're in the top half of the 6th.
Ball, that's down.
Stays alive. That one ripped right center field. That's back, and that one is off the wall. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat.
And now Jacob Young.
Aye.
Runner at second here, 1 gone. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Strikeout number 8. James Wood will hit next. He's already homered in this game.
Nope, outside.
Runner at second, 2 down.
Outside, that's a ball.
Hard hit right side. Fires over to Guerrero, and that's the 3rd out. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Leading off, Ryan Dozier.
Ryan Dozier.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Young takes it in for the out. 1 away. Brandon Valenzuela getting ready to hit. Valenzuela measures 6 feet even, 25 years old, and he's a native of Mexico. Popped up. Abrams takes it in for the out. And there are 2 down. Brad Lord will take over here. He's into the game with the bases empty. Brooks Robinson now at the plate.
He was the big part of the field last time. Nice liner to center.
And that's way high. And now it's even 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Out towards right center field. Cruz on his way over. And makes the grab. And that is that. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Zach Britton. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Stepping in, C.J. Abrams.
Yeah, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the knees to be effective.
Here's a 1-1. That's in there at the knees, and it's strike 2. Got him. 1 out. Next to hit for the Nats, Dylan Cruz. Britton, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches.
And that's a strikeout looking. Coming out of the bullpen and throwing beatings. 2 outs, base is empty. Next to hit for the Nats, Luis Garcia has grounded out a couple of times. Fastball for a strike.
Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the control command that day, you can pretty much forget about it.
Set down on strikes. And he strikes out the side of the 7th. Bottom of the 7th. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. And he hits a ground ball right side. Over to first. 1 pitch and 1 out. Here's Trout. 3 for 3, and he's homered 3 times.
Ball. That's a ball.
Almost got him.
3.
Now he steps out as time is granted. He swings and fouls one off. Goes down looking.
Now batting for
2 down, base is empty. Now the left fielder, Juan Soto, 1 for 3. And foul ball. Two down, nobody on. And there's a rocket into the outfield. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
All over that one right there. When you see a ball come off the bat like that, you know it was pretty much a perfect swing. And for me, I start wondering, and I'm looking on the computer, what was the exit velocity? This time 106.
Vladdy now at the plate as he swings through strike one.
Ball that's outside.
And a ball and 2 strikes. Flails at that one. It's a strikeout. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Roki Sasaki.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters. Power relievers one after another coming out of the bullpen these days. Got to be ready for that first pitch heater.
Got him swinging.
Up next, the Washington second baseman.
Nasim Nunez digs in now. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
Ball that's out. That's
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
There's a strike.
Very good pitch. Backed up a little bit, expecting it to go middle away, and it just sort of stayed on the inside corner. Probably good take, because he would have gotten jammed had he swung the bat.
Back to work. 3-2 now. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th. Harry Ford will hit next. That one inside, and that's ball 1. Fly ball down the line. And a foul ball.
That's ball 2.
That clips the corner. Grounds one to short. Jumps, throws, safe at first as they can't make the play. So back to the top of the order. Dalen Lyle getting ready to hit. And time is called for a mound visit now. Big moment in this game, so they'll talk it over.
Now pitching.
Adrian Morejon takes over on the mound.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Aye.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Ford off of first with 2 away. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Got him. That's out number 3. On to the bottom of the 8th, digging in, number 8.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
That one lifted to left. Wood on the move. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 1 pitch and 1 out. Here comes Aaron Judge. That's hard hit on the line. Takes it in for the out.
Now pitching for the Nationals.
Now on the mound for the Nationals,
Number
Zach
54,
Kent.
Zach
And we all
Kent.
know about his
Now
slider.
batting
It's
for
just
Trenton.
filthy, man. And
Second
one of the better
baseman,
ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Dozier at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one. That's ripped into the outfield, and that's got extra bases written all over it. And that's a double.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Wood settles under this one. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. All set to start the 9th in this one. Now the number 2 hitter, number 30. Out towards right center field. And there's one down. Now here is James Wood.
Hey!
One down, base is empty here in the 9th. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Mora home. Goes 5 feet 11 inches. This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Gone. Another homer. His 2nd homer of the night. And they close the gap. It's 6-3.
Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
One down. C.J. Abrams digging in for the Nationals. And first offering is fouled off. Right through there for a strike.
That's out.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Down to the last out for the Nationals. 2 outs, base is empty. Dylan Cruz digging in for the Nationals. That's in there. Strike 1. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. And he'll just eat it. So that's an infield knock. Luis Garcia now at the plate. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout.
Hey!
They're down to their final strike. Hit on the ground to the right side. And that one handled. That's the ball game. 6-3 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.